Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. In the last episode we finally got back to our home, and in this episode I realized last episode I did say something about Groudon, but I think there might be a little side quest before that. Morning vlogger, get a good night's sleep. Okay, we're back in a rescue team business. I think the monkey thing might happen before Groudon, which means that today we're definitely not going to Groudon either way. We probably won't be anyway. Papa's brought us mail already too. Let's give it our best like we always do, vlogger. We still have the one grass gum we needed in the Sinister Woods. Let's accept it because it's not going to go away on its own. And then delete. Actually, let's delete everything we have left, because I think at this point, if we go to the Palapa post office, we'll be able to get much better. Do we have a lot of money? Well, we have a decent amount of money. I do apologize. I don't really remember the name, the voice here. I won't bother. So that makes us about 3,000 poke. 4,000. My bad. Counting. It's difficult. So let's go see what the Palapa post office has to offer for us. It's got a couple of CTM missions. Escort missions. Never take escort missions unless they have really good rewards, which 300 poke and mystery could be something good. Deliver one thief, I don't have that either, so I guess we're going to Sinister Woods, right? I mean, that's everything we have. It's gonna give us a max elixir. Not particularly great, so we're just going to have a little bit of fun today, because I don't know when the next part. Everybody's going to apologize to us. I don't know when the next part of the story is going to take place. I presume it will be towards the end of this episode or the start of next episode. Well, it'll be the start of next episode regardless, because if by the end of this episode no story progression has happened, I will do a little bit of grinding off screen until it does. I don't need as much. Actually, I don't think we need any of this at this point, because we're going to a very low level dungeon for our level at this point. Because we're going to the Sinister Woods, which was, I think, like level 14-ish we were when we went there. Yeah, I'm not going through Mount Freeze again. You can forget that. Which actually, we've not done this at all. But if you go into a dungeon and you change your mind, you can actually go... is that only an explosive sky? Oh, give up. Yes, you can give up. It will count as a defeat. And you will lose items because of it, I think, and money. But it'll save a lot of time. And my time is morning vlogger. We blew it yesterday. We really didn't do anything yesterday is actually what happened. And maybe we'll actually get proper Palapa post thingies in the mailbox now. And maybe we'll have a better mission to do at the Palapa post office today. So maybe that was a good thing. A blessing in disguise it was. A letter from Palapa. I don't care. So I think you might actually want to take out those newsletters from your mailbox, otherwise they will fill up your mailbox and you won't actually get any missions. And I think the missions you get in your mailbox usually are better than the ones according to my love. No, I'm worried. Rescues urgently needed. Find Ampharos in the Great Canyon. I can do that. I can definitely do that. I was KO'd. Let's take that as well. Save my child. Definitely not. Not because I'm, like, mean or anything, but yeah, because I don't care. It's in a different dungeon that I'm going to, alright? We're going to the Great Canyon, floor 9, floor 10. We're going to do those missions, and that's about it. And I'm going to have to start thinking about topics to talk about, because there's not going to be a lot of story happening which I can talk about. Other than everything that's happened over the past couple of episodes, and the things that are going to happen over the next couple of episodes. But I'm not going to talk about that because that would be spoilers, because none of you guys have ever seen this game before, because this is an entirely new game. I'm actually I'm going to be in a lot of trouble for uploading footage of this game so so far before it's even released. It's insane. It's actually I've been saying this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, but actually this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Green Rescue Team, which is it's a real weird thing. It's a DS remake of the DS game. After 3DS has been retired, Nintendo just figured, let's do a real crazy move, because that's what we are, right at heart, right? We're Nintendo, we do crazy shit. And they figured, let's make a game for the DS. Let's take Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red and Blue Rescue Team. Those were great games, and let's just touch them up a little bit. Like, do a little bit of rebalancing, added a couple of new Pokemon, maybe, some here and there. Just change a couple of generation algorithms and just make it Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Green Rescue Team. Because that way we have Red, Blue, and Green, like the original Pokemon games. It'll be fun. And they actually sent me a ROM, which I can play on an emulator, which they're totally fine with for some reason. With me saying that. And they said you can't upload it before it's getting released, and it's not getting released until 2020. But I figured nobody's going to know the difference between Blue Rescue Team and Green Rescue Team, so I just kind of did it. But now I'm admitting to it, so they're probably going to sue me, and there's going to be like a hitman murdering me and stuff. So if I don't upload after this anymore, you guys know what happened. This is what happens when I don't have anything to talk about. Oh, that's good. That's actually real good. Let's give that to Barry. Because Barry actually has special attacks. So yeah, actually, the thing is... oh no, I wanted to say that last episode. I'm recording this episode and last episode back to back because, as I've been saying in quite a lot of these episodes, I've been sick and it's been quite difficult to build up my buffer of videos back up to where it was. And that's why I'm trying to record 2 videos a week for like... 2 videos a day for like a week, which means that by the end of that week, You have such a high special attack at this point, you better die in 1 hit. Or 2 hits, 1 from each, that's fine as well. By the end of that week, I'll have uploaded a video every day that week, and I'll have a week worth of buffer. Thing is though, during a lot of those days I had planned to record, I only recorded 1 episode, like the... Please kill the Cacturn, please kill the Cacturn, please kill the Cacturn. Thank you. Like the Articuno episode, I was planning to record 2 episodes. No. I wanted to get rid of withdrawal, actually. Well, I was planning to record 2 episodes, I only did 1, also itchy nose. And also a little bit mucousy nose, I know, gross. It's part of the human body, can't help it. And then some days I just ended up being busy because I actually this week I got quite a lot of work. I started work for a new client, which was actually a lot of fun. I haven't had fun editing a video for a client in a while. I've had misery and the idea of it's gonna make me money, it's fine. And the most amount of fun I've had was like, oh, it's a new video request, which means that I'm gonna get paid, which is a lot of fun in its own way, but not because the actual work itself was fun. And today I actually did a video for a client, which was actually fun to work on and edit, and that was just really a nice change of pace. It was real refreshing, and I really hope that, even though it's not the most well-paying client I have, I really hope that I can keep doing videos for them because, again, I had fun. And I think that's the most important thing, because if you have fun, you don't procrastinate. Because that's a thing I do. Especially with like videos and editing projects that are a pain to deal with, such as the one that I've been working on for quite a while now. My computer just can't deal with it, and it's just a boring thing to work on. And it's hard to motivate myself for that, right? And I'm not very good at motivating myself anyway, so maybe being self-employed isn't the best thing for me. But if there's one thing I'm worse at than motivating myself, it's conforming myself to other people's wishes and rules, mostly. If people ask me to do something, tell me to do something, there better be a logical, good reason behind it. the reason I'm paying you, just do what I say, don't fly with me. I don't do that. I don't do something because people just tell me to do it. There needs to be a specific good reason for it. And one of those things I talked about, I think, in this Let's Play earlier on in a fairly early episode is I'm not very good at getting up early. I'm very much a late to bed, late to rise kind of person. I tend to go to bed at like between midnight and 1 a.m. and then get up around like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Which means that I sleep quite a lot, yes. And then by the time I actually like, probably should keep my eye out for the actual mission we're doing here, shouldn't I? Where is it? Anyway, by the time I get to work, it's usually around noon, because power band, I like power band, I like the idea of a power band. Because I wake up about like 10, and then I go have breakfast, either shower before or after I start work. That's another thing. Sometimes I just prefer to get to work after having breakfast, just get a little bit of work done, and then while a video is exporting, for instance, I'll go take my shower. I don't need to take a shower first thing in the morning necessarily if I'm just sitting at home as long as I shower that day, right? Those kind of things, that kind of freedom is something that I just need. And if I work for an employer, I can't do that as well. And if I were to work for an employer, I would definitely want a nighttime job. But the thing is, if you're in video production of any kind, those are not really nighttime jobs. It's not like working at a restaurant where nighttime jobs are the default. It's just it's a 9 to 5 job with like a lot of flexibility needed, because sometimes you'll need to stay longer because you need to finish an edit, like any office job. Sometimes you just need to stay longer, and sometimes you have night shoots, which that's unlike office jobs, because no office job is usually going to require you to work from like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. It just doesn't happen for a couple of days in a row sometimes. That being said, night shoots are fairly rare, so it doesn't happen a lot. 40 rescue points, by the way, for each mission. That's quite a lot. I've been rambling for 15 minutes about my job again. Damn it! This is just a vlog of Vance about his job show at this point. So that's been half of the episode. What's going to be the second half of the episode? Maybe me talking more about my job. I don't know. I've pretty much said anything I think I needed to say about that. But it's really interesting to like do this as a fun thing, right? I talk to a camera, I play a game, I edit it. That being said, this particular series doesn't include a lot of editing because I just record, and sometimes there's a little bit of dead air when I die or when I look something up. I just cut that out. I sync the audio with the video, and that's pretty much everything I do. There's a little bit more editing involved in the Nuzlocke thing. Definitely not doing that one. Let's see. Delete that right away. Clients in this game needing items, specifically TMs, never do them. They're always bad. I mean, they're not always bad. Sometimes they have pretty good rewards, but they're usually not worth it, and it's difficult to get a hold of. Ooh, that's a beat here. Let's do this. I'll do one escort job, just to show you how painful they are, because the Pokemon that joins your team for the escort mission is level 1. And, well, it does level up, so by the end of a couple of floors, it won't be level 1 anymore. Also, do I just get a friend area for you? Yes, I do. Huh. What do you know? It's interesting. The Pokemon Platinum right now is a Nuzlocke I'm doing. It requires a little bit more editing, and of course, creating the layout, while, again, for this one, wasn't a lot of work. For Pokemon Platinum, it was a little bit more creative work put in. Has a little bit of overlap. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a video editor or filmmaker. Definitely very much not a graphic designer. So it doesn't really have overlap with my job that much. But the soft F fact, that I'm making videos in my free time while I do the same thing. I don't do the same thing, that's the thing, right? Because this in no way is the same as what I do for a living. Because it's a way different process, and it's a way different thing altogether. Yet it's still producing videos. And it makes it seem like, I talked about this last episode, oh, let's switch with Nidorino. No, you don't! Fuck you. It makes it seem like I'm always doing the same thing. I'm always working, which to a certain extent is true, but I take time off. While working, while working on a video, I just decide, let's take a little bit of a break and watch like 10 minutes of a YouTube video, and I'll spend like an hour watching a 30-minute video that way, because pretty much I'm putting off work. That's what I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, so if I get to this point in the video, I can watch like 10 more minutes, and that's a way I motivate myself when I don't feel motivated to work on a video, and when the prospect of just getting paid isn't enough. Usually that wouldn't be enough when it's a longer job, right? If it's a job I'm working on for multiple days or even multiple weeks, it's like, yeah, I know eventually I'm gonna get paid, and I'm gonna get paid a decent amount of money at once for that. No, you don't. But that's quite a way away, so it's hard to have that motivate you. So shorter-term motivation include being able to watch a part of a YouTube video or an entire YouTube video if they're not too long, or food. I'm gonna be honest. I know that's potentially problematic, but just having something tasty to eat near your desk, and just allowing yourself, once you hit a milestone, and of course that milestone is not every single cut, it's got to be reasonable. Allow yourself a cookie, something like that, right? It's just the little dopamine hits like that. It gets me through the day sometimes, and I think that's a real good way to. Okay, so I think I'm fucked here. I might be. I don't know. Unless that also is a ditto. That also is a ditto. So when you're doing a escort mission, you want to bring revival seeds for that specific reason. I just wanted to show you how much of a pain escort missions can be and will be. So this has been an interesting episode because I've spent the last 20 minutes just talking about different types of working and motivation, and I think motivation is like a central aspect to most people's lives. If you can motivate yourself to do something, well, you're going to be able to do it, obviously. I think most people that don't succeed at something, and don't get me wrong, sometimes luck's just not in your favor. Believe me, I've been on YouTube for, I think, like 10 years at this point, with multiple different channels, and of course I've taken a couple of hiatuses. Why would I ever take any of these jobs? And I'm still at like under 1500 subs, and at this point I have accepted the fact that I will probably not ever hit any like major milestone in subscribers. Maybe I won't even ever get over 1500. Maybe I won't even hit 2000, right? And that's okay. That's the way of things, apparently. And it's not because I'm not working hard. I'm not gonna escort you on. Actually, my blaze might not be a bad idea. Huh. I'm just gonna take it so that I have it in my inventory. Itchy nose. Very itchy nose, holy hell. So, of course, yeah, just motivation doesn't always do something for you. Because I've been motivated. There's like freaking 1,500 videos on this channel. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. But generally, if you're motivated for something and just keep at it and just keep working on something and you're passionate about something, eventually you'll land somewhere. And I think that's a real good moment to end of this video. So between episodes, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding. I'm going to look up what the next catalyst is for a story event to happen. I think it's hitting silver rank. So I'll probably just try to do those escort missions because they're probably going to give me like... I'm going to go ahead and guess 80 because the C rank mission gave me 40. Makes sense. Points per mission, so those are going to stack up real quickly. I think if I get to silver rank, the next story event will happen. So I'm going to try to focus on that, but I'll also Google if that's actually the case. And next episode, I'll tell you what was needed for me to progress with the game so that you know if you're playing along with me, which I very much doubt. Until the next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this somewhat shorter but more commentary heavy video, which it's been a while. Until the next time, bye.